States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Lord, thank you for bringing us together on this evening. Please watch over us, provide guidance as we come together as a group to make the best decisions possible for the citizens of this community. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Drew.
Roll call.
Davis,
Here.
Atkinson, Young,
Here.
Yoder,
Here.
Coward,
Here.
Harville, Elbert,
Here.
Venable.
Here. We have a quorum. Approval of minutes.
Oh, hearing of citizens' comments.
Oh, excuse me. Hearing of citizen comments. For those that want to get up and make comments, you're welcome to do so. Hold your speech to 5 minutes, please. And there won't be any council comments at all on what you have to say, but you can say what you want to say and then sit back down. So have at it, okay? Thank you, ma'am. Remember to tell us your name.
And can you sign in too for me, please?
Will do so. My name is Hessie Watts.
Effie?
Hessie, Hessie. I live at 1033 Santa Fe Trail. I'd like to say that I have lived in this community for 31 years in the same house on Santa Fe Trail. I have seen one arrest, and that was late at night. I have seen a deer killed across the street from me by a car. Speeding has always been a problem. Lately, speeding has been worse. ATVs speed up and down the street. Children walk out without helmets or belts, and the ATVs are open. Noise is a problem. We have little children living on Santa Fe Trail, and lately I have seen a police car go by 3 times in 20 minutes, 2 one way and 1 back the other direction, and then 1 earlier that day. That's about it. 2-way electrical signs that they put up do not work. You drive into a sign, it tells you how fast you're going. The minute you get by, speeding takes up again. Calling in for about speeders, they're gone before we even have a chance to say who it was, and then they can't catch them. I know that there are other busy streets, but Santa Fe Trail goes to the aisle and 2 ball fields, one on Ashley Road and one at Harley Park. I must say semis and farm vehicles don't make noise and they don't speed. I would also like to say that you will probably say there are not enough police officers or manpower. But the thing about it is, if some little child or person is injured or killed, what are they going to say then? To end, I'd like to give kudos to the police force. And I kid them because I say I have them on speed dial because I do have a problem of falling down, and they or the fire department do come and get me up. So I do say thank you for that. But we need to have something done. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Anyone else? Yes, sir.
Ted Corbett, 1300 Santa Fe Trail.
Can you sign in for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Corbett, thank you.
Did you say Ted?
Yes, I did.
Yep.
And what was your address again?
1300 Santa Fe Trail.
Thank you.
And I agree with everything she said about how many police she's seen. I have seen 3 sheriffs go through there, 1 PD in 2 years. Now, I would give the police permission to park in my driveway. Just their car appearing there will slow the traffic down considerably. They think it's a racetrack. I mean, the guy that lives next door to me has 3 small children. Across the street, he has 4 small children, all under 5, that show up on the weekends. And of course, you know these kids do not listen when you say stop. They get right up to the street. And as far as the grain trucks and the farm equipment, all they do is stir up dust. No problem with that. That's natural. But the speeders are just totally ridiculous. If we could do something, we would really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Anybody else? Yes, ma'am.
My name is Paula Stern.
You're gonna have to speak up a little bit, Paula.
I'll try, okay?
Okay, get up to the microphone, that'll help you out.
Okay. They've all said what I would have said, which is we have a problem with speeding. Something has to give. But I'm going to read you the solutions that we've come up with, and maybe that'll help, okay? So putting more speed limit signs on both sides of the roads, as there are very few. There's none when you get past Sunbart Road, all the way to the county line. There are no speed limit signs on the right side from Spring Street to Santa Fe Trail, and only one speed limit sign on Santa Fe Trail, south of Sunbart. So the second solution is to paint 30 miles per hour on the road itself. You can't miss it. You're going to see it. And it's not that expensive because we're just using paint. So that's an option. And that can be every 300, 400 yards. So that's a simple fix. Okay. If the above solutions do not decrease the speeding within 3 months, including police patrol, then we suggest that speed bumps be placed on Santa Fe Trail. And I know that people hate speed bumps for some reason, probably because they want to move too fast over it, or for snowplows. I could see that being an issue, but I'm a little confused because in Columbia they do it. They have speed bumps and they have snow removal equipment that takes care of it. So I'm not understanding why that would be a problem here. But those were the solutions that we came up with, and that's all I wanted to add because everybody said everything I was going to. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Thank you for your comments, I appreciate it. Approval of the minutes, the April 15th council minutes, and the May 6th council minutes. Any questions or corrections on those minutes? Okay, they will stand as submitted. Any consent items? Presentation of accounts and claims, appropriations.
Ordinance appropriating money. Be it ordained by the council of the city of Boonville as follows. Section 1, for the purpose of paying salaries and various accounts against the city of Boonville, which have been allowed by the council at the regular meeting thereof on May 20th, 2024, the sum of $407,806.06. General fund, $241,728.54. Sanitation, $29,392.54. CIP tax, $7,210.04. Waterworks, $46,367.34. Capital projects, $5,441.40. Wastewater, $25,291.01. Tourism, $5,927.05. Gaming, $35,265.55. Parks and Water, $11,182.59. Kemper sales tax, $0.00. Economic Development Projects, $0.00. Section 2, the accountant is hereby authorized and instructed to draw checks on the respective city bank accounts in favor of the persons whose salaries and accounts have been allowed as above, amounting to $407,806.06, being the total amount of money being appropriated. Section 3, This ordinance shall take effect and be in force from and after its passage, first reading on May 20th, 2024, read for the second time this May 20th, 2024, since a copy was made available prior to the meeting.
Mayor? Second reading title only.
Ordinance appropriating money.
I make a motion that we approve the ordinance.
Okay, we have a motion. Is there a second?
A second.
Thank you, sir. Questions or comments? Roll call.
Davis,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Yoder,
Yes.
Coward,
Yes.
Elbert,
Yes.
Venable.
Yes.
Item 7, unfinished business. Second reading of bill number 2024-07, approving preliminary site plan for Top Dog Training LLC.
An ordinance of the City of Boonville, Missouri, approving the preliminary site plan for Top Dog LLC located at 213 East Ashley Road, Boonville, Cooper County, Missouri, providing an effective date therefore and repealing all ordinances in conflict with this ordinance.
Okay, any questions or comments on this?
Second reading, or we make a motion tonight, right?
Yes.
Well, we gotta have
We're
a
voting
motion
on it.
first.
I make a motion that we approve this.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Second?
I'll second it.
All right, we have a motion and second. Now we can have comments. Any thoughts or comments? Roll call.
Davis,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Coward,
Yes.
Elbert,
Yes.
Venable.
Yes.
All right, passes. Thank you all. Item B, second reading of 2024-008, amending ordinance designing specific times for one-way traffic on 7th Street between East Spring Street and Locust Street during St. Peter and Paul school hours.
An ordinance of the City of Boonville, Missouri, amending the ordinance which designates the time for the one-way traffic restriction on 7th Street to the hours of 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday on those days when St. Peter and Paul School is held, providing an effective date therefore and repealing all ordinances in conflict with this ordinance.
Is there a motion?
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion we approve this ordinance.
All right, thank you. Second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Steve. Questions or comments?
So they're gonna start from 7th Street to Spring Street?
You gotta speak up a little bit.
Are they gonna, which way are they gonna come in? They're gonna come in from 7th and Spring and go up toward the Catholic school?
Should be Locust up.
Is it Locust Street?
7th Street up to Spring Street.
Well, just
That's the way it used to be.
That's the way it's signed.
That's the way it's signed though, right? But I thought it was, but there's already a sign up there though, isn't it?
Different time.
Well, we're adding the morning into it. The previous sign is just for the afternoon. This is adding also the 7:30 to 8:30 a.m.
Right.
And it's 7th Street, from Locust Street and then
To
to
Spring.
East Spring.
To Spring.
Yeah, if you read on section 1, it tells
Okay.
you where it's at.
And I think that's an affirmative.
Okay.
Okay? Any other questions? Roll call.
Davis,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Yoder,
Yes.
Coward,
Yes.
Elbert,
Yes.
Venable.
Yes.
Item 8, new business. A, Heritage Days event. Here we go. How's Roz?
Roz Gordon and Susan Lenz, do we sign in?
Yes, please.
And shall we introduce your helper?
Oh, Susan
I'm
Lenz,
Susan Lenz,
Hi,
Yeah.
Susan.
President of the Chamber of
President of
Commerce.
the Chamber, yep.
Okay, so we want to present the streets to be closed for Heritage Days. The first three, the streets to be closed are basically the same as what they have been, except for a little tweak. 4th Street from Morgan to Vine. I think you've all got a map, okay? And that's basically for the car show. Then Chestnut Street from 4th to 6th Street. There's part for the car show and then part for vendors. Spring Street, 3rd Street to Main Street. And that is for the car show and then a few vendors. And that will be, they're all from 7 a.m. till 5 p.m. Oops, however, the Chestnut Street is only going to be, has to be till 1 a.m. because that is part of the wine garden, okay?
Okay.
So the only addition we had to close was on Chestnut from Main to 6th. Because we are requesting the parking lot, the city parking lot behind the post office for the carnival. And the carnival is just going to be in that parking lot. We talked to the businesses, we talked to WJ's and everybody, and so we're gonna keep the cords and everything off of the street, so the carnival is just going to be in the parking lot. Okay, and that will be from Thursday through Sunday at noon. So from 12 noon on Thursday till 12 noon on Sunday. Okay, that's for the carnival. And then the new thing we're going to ask for is to be Main Street parking from Morgan to Chestnut. It's 2 blocks. The vendors will be in the parking spaces, just like it was for Festival of Lights many years ago. And then the people can walk on the street for safety. And it will only be on Saturday from 7 a.m. to 5. Only Saturday. And we feel as the businesses that I talked to, the bank, First State Community Bank that I talked to, is very well in favor of it all. For the parking spaces to be closed for those 2 blocks only on Saturday.
They're actually letting us use their parking lot for games for the kids, kind of the kid zone things, which will be just adjacent for the carnival as well.
So we're not closing the post office, that street going on Spring Street. We're not going east at all. So the announcement for the parade will be on the west side of Main and Spring. So that street going to the post office, that right turn, that'll be remain open. So that's new also.
All right.
And that's our request.
Any questions from the council?
So where on Main is it gonna be closed? Just the parking spots? Is that what? From Morgan to Chestnut? Or where?
From Morgan to Chestnut, those 2 blocks, all the parking will be eliminated for the cars.
Okay.
But normal traffic.
But yeah, okay.
But the normal traffic, we cannot close the highway.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was confused.
That's what I was
like, I think,
We cannot
I
close the
think
highway.
I was thinking, I think I was,
Okay.
but I needed
Alright.
clarity too. So, okay.
No, they just want to close parking
The parking,
Okay.
on
Awesome.
both sides.
And
On
it's
both
just
sides.
2 blocks,
those 2 blocks.
you know, it's
on
not
both
a whole
sides.
big deal.
Right.
That's our request, okay?
Any other questions from the council? Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you.
Do we need any action?
No, we'll do a final walkthrough and vote on this the next meeting,
Okay.
so. Okay.
All right, item B, first reading of bill number 2024-09, approving final site plan for the Spry Storage Facility.
An ordinance of the City of Boonville, Missouri approving the final site plan for Spry Storage Facility located at 2451 Heritage Street, Boonville, Cooper County, Missouri, providing an effective date therefore and repealing all ordinances in conflict with this
Thank you,
ordinance.
ladies.
Thank you. Okay.
Reports of standing committees. Planning and Zoning Commission meeting from May 14th.
So we had the owner for the storage facility there, so it's gonna be out behind McDonald's, kind of out in that way of where they're doing it. He kind of presented his plan, everything was in order, and he looks like he's kind of ready to move forward with it. So it's going to be for RV storage. It's going to be a large storage facility for RVs.
That's behind McDonald's.
Yeah, kind of down that road.
Gotcha.
The
Is there
hotel and all
an
that.
RV park there now? What's back there?
There was one.
I think there was. Well,
It was just on the corner, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. So,
The,
and that's all I had.
from a visual standpoint, this thing should be impressive from the interstate.
Yeah, right on
also.
I-70, yeah, kind of.
Oh, okay. Was there a vote in P&Z on the development?
Yeah, it passed.
Okay,
Yep.
great, thanks.
Any other questions? Reports of city officials? Anybody want to report? The city administrator is doing something fun. I have a committee appointment on page 22. If we'll turn over to the appropriate page. It's local agency funding, 5 seats. Morris Carter, Kathy Sears, Lindsay Murphy, Mike Poindexter, and Brent Bozart. This particular committee just meets for 6-8 weeks. It's a short-term thing. Yes, sir.
Mayor, I move that we approve these nominations.
I second.
Okay. Thank you. Who's second?
I second.
Drew.
Okay, thank you. Questions or comments?
Yeah, just one thing. So I've been the council representative on this committee, and these 5 folks do a really, really nice job. So I fully support them.
Would you want to repeat?
Yes, I would.
Good. Then you're going to repeat.
Fair enough. It's a good committee, and it's a great thing. Teresa does a great job with this, and I think we need more people coming looking for money. We have had 5 or 6 people, that's it. We're trying to give away money here, people, so show up and put in an application. And it's a really, really good organization, and we like to support all the causes around Boonville that are nonprofit. So I would definitely like to encourage anyone that's out there to continue to apply for local agency funding, and we'll do everything we can to fulfill your request. Teresa, anything else to add on local agency funding?
No, applications are due May 31st
Oh,
at 5
geez.
PM or May 30th.
Yeah, so,
That Friday. It's the 31st. Okay, 31st. Yep.
And then presentations will be on June the 20th, that's a Thursday at 6 o'clock PM. And anybody's welcome to attend.
okay.
And forms and all that's online.
It's available in City Hall. Is there an online form as well?
They're on the City of Boonville's website.
On this, okay, yeah,
Cool.
so,
Good stuff. It's been an effective committee for years. Just,
yeah,
we just, we don't hear about it because they only meet for, what, 3 weeks?
yeah,
2 weeks?
they meet in the spring after the budget's done, so we've allocated 15,000 in the budget. Do you remember off the top of your head, Teresa?
80,000.
Oh, geez, so I was way off. Okay, 80,000 allocated in our budget that we all approve. Local agency funding is part of this.
Yep.
So it's there for qualified applicants, and we're waiting on people to come apply. So
Exactly.
it's a great program.
Well said. Thank you.
Roll call on that.
Do what?
I need to do roll call on
Okay.
that. Davis,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Yoder,
Yes.
Calhoun,
Yes.
Holbert,
Yes.
Venable.
Yes.
Thanks for the reminder. Reports of city officials. Teresa, you got anything?
No, sir, I do not.
Anybody else? Deathly quiet.
There.
Yes, sir.
Are we going to miscellaneous now?
That's.
I was just telling Paul Lenhart that.
Just. a
Oh,
minute.
okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, no, we're not to miscellaneous.
All right.
We're getting there,
All right.
okay? I've got a committee appointment on page 22. If everybody would move there, please.
We just did that.
Say it again.
We just did that.
We're already done. Okay. All right, then we have anything from the city clerk?
No.
Okay. Miscellaneous.
Okay, I was just talking to Paul Emmer how great a job his people did. I was at the Sunset Cemetery, delivering flowers out there for Memorial Weekend. There were some people that came into town and they were saying how nice the cemetery looked. The grass was cut and everything. I just want to say thank you, Paul, for doing such a great job. Because a lot of people, you know what I mean, they complimented on that. I was out there. So thank you for you and your crew for doing that job out there, taking care of that cemetery.
And just to add, the new banners look nice. I know we finally got rid of the Christmas ones. And then the flower boxes are really nice. She does a very good job on putting those together, so, yeah.
Good stuff. Hey, any other miscellaneous?
Yeah, can we circle back on the Santa Fe speeding?
Say it again?
The Santa Fe Trail speeding, can we circle back on that?
Sure.
I know Jeff has been involved in it a little bit, and I was trying to maybe get some input from him and Randy. You know, there's a lot of names listed on this list, so, and I did want to add one thing too. There is a speed limit sign after Sombart.
Yes, there is.
It might need some trimming, because I know me and Ms. Stern had a conversation the other night, and there's that hard maple tree right there by it that kind of blocks it a little bit. But there is one right after Sombart Trail, or Sombart Road.
Well, I didn't come prepared, but I'll tell you what I remember. We've had 2 board meetings. After the first one, I had asked Randy to put up the electronic sign to see what the speed of people was going through. After we got the report, it was a 5-day report, okay, and 1.5 days was not on there because of the battery or something like that. So it recorded 3.5 days, which was 4,400 cars, and 98.5% was 35 miles an hour or under, okay? The speed limit is 30, but taking 35 and under, it was 98.5%. There was 4 or 5 of them that was over 50, 60 and up, but there it is, right there. So we can pass this around if you want, or however you want to do it. This also, let's see what she's got. Oh, that's not the one that shows that. This here shows, pass that around, or whatever you want to do.
Oh, yep.
That's 98.5%. That's 35 miles an hour.
I didn't catch what 98.5% covered.
Well, that'll show you. It shows the different speeds, 4,400 cars, however many of them was in 30 to 35, 35 to 40, 45, that kind of stuff.
35 and under, 98%.
So if you take the 2 top ones,
Really?
which is 98.5% under 35 miles an hour.
But that was also on one side of the street only.
Okay. Yes, it was probably. So if they're coming from the other way, they could be coming farther. We could put another thing up if we need to.
That's pretty
So,
impressive.
Jeff, were they coming downhill or going up?
The electronic was going uphill,
Okay, people.
coming from Main Street, going that direction.
By the water treatment plant,
Right,
correct?
yeah, right by the water treatment plant. The board, after the first one, we tabled it so that everybody could kind of investigate it a little bit. The second time, they came back and decided they didn't need any signs. They said, if anything, we need patrolling more, but people are speeding throughout the town on every road. It's not just Santa Fe Trail. That's what I keep on trying to say, but.
Yeah, we seem to have a lot of them over on Morgan Street.
Yeah, I mean, they're everywhere. I mean, there's speeders. I mean, they're gonna do it.
Don't
They don't
walk
care where they're
across.
at most of the time.
Don't walk across High Street at the courthouse. Life in your own hands there, too. It's bad.
So, you guys seen the reports off of the street and alley board thing, I guess. We had them in the minutes and everything else, so you've seen the last 2 of those, what that said.
So do we need more signage?
I don't think we need any more signs. And we certainly don't need them on the roads, and we certainly don't need speed bumps. I'm sorry, but that's just, to me, that's just not the thing to do. If anything, maybe more patrolling out there. Write some tickets, maybe people will quit. I mean, that's what the street and alley board suggested. Because we've got 7 signs up out there between McRoberts and the end of the county line on Santa Fe.
Well, this is a departmental challenge too. It's both police and public.
Yeah.
Mr. Carr?
They mentioned the speed bumps. Have we ever done anything in the city with speed bumps?
I haven't.
I'm sure
I've never
there's,
seen any speed bumps.
you correctly pointed out there's challenges, but I didn't know if that's something that we'd ever tried anywhere or not. One other thing, is that a complete city right away, or is there any state jurisdiction on that road?
No, that's all city.
Okay,
All the way out to the county line.
okay, good.
So that's kind of an update without, I've got wherever sign on another piece of paper. I've got wherever sign is going that direction and coming from the other direction. And I think there was a total of 7, is what I'm believing.
So what's the law on ATVs riding up and down the street?
I'll have to ask Randy that one.
Pass that on.
Just wondering what the law is on ATVs riding up down that road. I don't know what it is.
The side-by-sides, right now, they're looking into that, but there's so many loopholes in it that they can actually do that for now. The four-wheelers, motorcycles, they can't be on the road, but right now, until we get further word that the razors and stuff like that can be.
Because I see somebody going up down down Main Street in a golf cart with two arrows on it.
Oh, we took several of those to court and they all got thrown out, so they can ride golf carts on the
I
road
think as long
too.
as they got lights and blinkers and
Yeah, I mean,
all that
Golf
kind of
carts
stuff.
that would be speeding though.
Yep, somebody coming doing 30 miles an hour on top of one of those golf carts and get hit. You know what I mean? If you're not paying attention.
yeah, I understand completely.
I was out there by Holly Park, man, that guy came through there with a car, on an ATV, one of those fast ones, and somebody was coming out Holly Park, and if he hadn't stopped, he'd have ran right into it.
Yeah, we hear these stories every day. I mean, people are, we get complaints on the roads all over town, and we do the best we can with the manpower we have right now. We give me, things are starting to look up now. We're getting some more people in school, so hopefully we can.
Well, you're doing a good
resolve
job,
some
I'm
of
just
that.
saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many we got in school?
Right now, I'm getting ready to graduate 2, and I think 3 more getting ready to go in, so we should be getting close back to par now.
And we just hired one.
Yes.
Do we think putting the sign up for the eastbound traffic would be beneficial? Would you support that?
And another thing, we have 92 people signed on it.
I don't think she answered your question, did she?
Yeah, she nodded, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
she nodded.
Okay.
I mean, maybe that temporarily one small piece of action would be doing
The digital
the
sign?
digital sign, get a little more information, maybe it'll tell people, give a visual alert to people. I don't know, I'm trying to think of something that we could do relatively easy and quick that might help the situation, and then, I don't know, just thinking out loud.
Ma'am, we can't hear you.
I'm sorry, I had to.
She's wanting to know if they have radar guns at the police station.
Yes, every vehicle has a radar unit in it, yes.
But is that not possible that one of the patrolmen could be parked on Riviera or in any one of our driveways?
That's mine.
So that they can catch the speeders, give them tickets, and we do that without slowing down?
Yeah, we do that as the best we can. What I'm telling you, I don't really want to get into how many we have on the road on air. But with what we've got, they're busy all day, pretty well answering calls and trying to work traffic in there. We are really down right now, I'll just tell you that.
Well, and that, to my point, maybe we try with the digital, because that can kind of be a somewhat of a visual reminder at all times without affecting manpower. So just one suggestion, maybe we do that as a short-term fix. And it's, I know we can't solve every problem as much as we all would like to, but maybe that would be one small step in the right direction. But I'll leave that up to Randy. Right.
Okay. Anything else on that?
Nope. Thank you, guys.
Anything
Thank
else
you.
in miscellaneous?
Yeah, I guess just one more comment on the Santa Fe speeding thing. So I live over in that area too, and I understand where these ladies are coming from completely. I run and I bike and I walk. I live over there, and I totally understand that it's really frustrating when people that abide by the law see somebody else that is not. And I will also say that I have gone on a ride-along with one of the officers, and a lot goes on in Boonville, more than you think, and they genuinely are trying their best. And I think we all do have good intentions around here, and I just want you to know that we do hear you and we do care about your problem, and I think the electric sign is a good idea, and I support Andrew's suggestion.
Okay. No more miscellaneous? Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, we are adjourned.